Israel's tourism minister is in Saudi Arabia to attend a United Nations conference on world tourism. Haim Katz's two-day visit to Riyadh comes as Saudi Arabia is pursuing a possible U.S. broker deal to normalize relations between the two countries. Let's get more from our correspondent, Reynolds, who's joining us from occupied East Jerusalem. So tell us about the significance of the visit by the Israeli minister to Saudi Arabia, Rob.
Well, Foley, at least part of the significance is that this has never happened before. There has never been an Israeli minister who has gone to Saudi Arabia in an official capacity, in a public capacity, and so that is evidence that this U.S. brokered effort at a rapprochement between Israel and Saudi Arabia is moving forward. And we've just learned some breaking news, really, just in the past few minutes, is from Israeli army radio saying that the communications minister of Israel will also visit the Saudi kingdom next week. So taken together, that's another sign. And on top of that, just today, the Saudis sent what they are calling their ambassador to Palestine to Ramallah in the occupied territories of the West Bank, where he met with the Palestinian president, Mahmoud Abbas. We don't know exactly what they discussed, but you could see that quite possibly as a gesture on the part of the Saudis to tell the Palestinians that they're not going to get short shrift out of this normalization deal if it does go forward.
Yeah, and we'll have more on the Saudi delegation's visit to Ramallah in just a few minutes with Nida Ibrahim, who's there for us. I wanted to ask you, Rob, how does the Palestinians, how do they fit into the U.S. brokered efforts to normalize relations between Israel and Saudi Arabia?
Well, you know, that is the biggest question, really, for the Palestinians and for, you know, it's something that this whole deal could hinge upon. Let's recall that back in 2002, the Saudis actually said they would normalize relations with Israel, but Israel had to commit first to an independent Palestinian state based on the pre-1967 borders with its capital in Jerusalem. Here we are 21 years later, and the Saudis and the Israelis are moving forward, apparently at a pretty good clip in their negotiations, and there's been nothing said publicly or concretely about what might happen with the Palestinians. Now, it's also important to note that the government of Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, is composed of ultranationalist parties who are adamantly opposed to any kind of Palestinian state in any of the occupied territories. And of course, that's been kind of the driving theme of Netanyahu's long political career as well. So it remains to be seen what the Palestinians would get out of this deal. But many Palestinians are afraid that it might go forward without them receiving any concrete political benefits.
Thank you, Rob, for that. Rob Reynolds, live there in occupied East Jerusalem.